to the Sawyer Motors Car Show. I'm Dan Pisani.
And I'm Kieran.
This is the 10th anniversary of the Sawyer Motors Car Show. 10 years ago, there was an NBA draft that included LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. And the Miami Marlins were still the Florida Marlins.
Well, back then I was a 2-year-old and you were a 3-year-old, and I can safely say that the car show has grown a ton since then. It has even expanded to a 2-day show. The first day consisting of all fairs and fun, and a small glimpse of what was yet to come. And now today, the cars have come out in this impressive assortment of motor vehicles.
Before we begin, we'd like to thank everyone who's working here at the Sawyer Motors Car Show and all the sponsors part of it. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go see some cars.
Let's go.
There are so many great cars at the car show that they couldn't even fit them all in. Take this classic Ferrari, for example, parked next to this Ford Econoline van.
The best little car show in the Northeast draws all types of people from all walks of life.
Well, you know, we're in Montgomery, New York. We're only about an hour away, and we have some cars of our own. And so we figured we'd come up here and see what kind of cars and what kind of event that's going on up here.
Have you ever yourself entered any vehicles into a car show such as this?
No, I have never. Usually I just come up and look. I have a 48 Buick Fastback we started coming up with, and then we decided it'd be better to take the Mercedes up here just because of the rain. But we figured we'd just come up and look and see what's here, We are thinking about maybe doing something like this in Montgomery, so we're just trying to get a feel for it.
I think it's a great event. Lots of beautiful cars out here. I'm a car guy. I got a 2012 Mustang California Special. Love it. Love seeing all the Mustangs, all the old cars, the rat rods, everything. And it's great for all the community to come out and participate. Everybody gets together.
When can we expect you to be the world champion of MMA?
A couple of years, as soon as possible. I'm training hard and working my way up the ladder. So just keep winning one fight at a time and take it from there.
It is a place that is very, very interesting and very, very nice. And it's very interesting and nice for all of us to come here and be part of this situation. So I love it. I love it dearly, and I'm deeply appreciated, and I'm happy to be here once again in Saugerties.
Bob, 10 years ago you had a dream to start this car show. How has this dream become a reality?
Well, every year we get bigger and bigger, and this year, it's just awesome. It's our 10th anniversary. We went to a 2-day event. We go, yesterday we did fireworks, hot air balloons, home run derby, all good stuff that the Saudis used to do many years ago. And then today we shut the town down. We put 500 cars on the street, and all the stores are open. We just have a blast. We just have a blast.
In 10 years of the history of the Sawyer Motors Car Show, there's never been a drop of rain. But I guess to celebrate the 10th anniversary, we had a rainstorm.
Even though there's a thunderstorm, it's not going to dampen the spirit of these great car lovers.
And I wouldn't call it torrential downpour, but it's definitely cooling down the crowd.
Car show like Corvettes and the big smoothies.
All around us feeling hot, hot, hot. What to do on a night like this? Well, it's sweet, I can't resist. You hear the party sound. The big smoothies are back in town.
Although it may sound strange, there is a great assortment of motorcycles at the Sawyer Motors Car Show.
Last year you said you had around 14 bikes here. How many do you have this year?
This year I took it easy. It's a little bit too hot for me to keep dragging stuff out, but I brought 4 bikes here this year. We've got an original Army bike, what they call a Harley WLA, the Army green bike over there with the sidecar. My family hauler, the blue 67 Harley with the sidecar. My friend Alan has this beautiful 1949 Harley here on display as well. And this rusty bike over here, this bike is an original Hudson Valley bike. It just came out of a barn from Ravenna, New York about 2 weeks ago. That's a completely original 1941 Harley Davidson.
So I remember from last year that you're a Mets fan. Can you think of any other place to have the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby this year?
Well, this year I'm really looking forward to Citi Field. My wife and I, we actually are going to go down and see the Home Run Derby on Monday the 15th, and we're very excited to see David Wright has been elected the starting third baseman, and if everything goes well, our pitcher Matt Harvey will be starting the game to represent the National League. So hopefully the second half of the season is better than the first half, but I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate you talking Mets with me. We could talk Mets all day.
Classic cars, classic music. Elvis can never be too far behind.
Well, it's a 99 Crown Vic. It's not actually a police car, it's a custom car. So it's a 99 special edition. The wheels were put on, they're 24-inch wheels, custom. Suspension's custom. It has the police siren in it. It has the alarms, the charms, train horn. This is a crash bar here, official police crash bar. 5,000 watts of stereo in the trunk of it, which is quite a bit. It's TV inside, air conditioned, cruise. Still goes 120 miles an hour with those big wheels on it.
How does it feel to be a sponsor of such a big event?
You know what? It's not that I sponsor the event. It's more that it's a community thing. And when Sawyer Motors puts this on, it works out nice. It's a community event. It's not about me sponsoring. It's about what's good for the community.
Coach, have you ever entered a car into the show?
I have my truck here. I don't put it in. It's like I said, this is for the community. It's not about me and my business. It's more for the community. I always have it here, but I never put it in.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
About my truck? It's a 1990 Chevy. It's got a small block stroker engine in it. When I first bought it, my mother's boyfriend, Bill Barrett, and myself, we lowered it ourselves. Did all the work to it ourselves, let's put it that way. And of course, it's got all Napa parts in it.
And Coach, it wouldn't be complete for a sports show to not have a sports question. What's your favorite sports team?
What sport are you talking about?
It's summertime. How about baseball?
Red Sox.
No. Wow, that's the first time today. I love this. All right. What do you expect from the Red Sox? Are they going to finish first?
They're going all the way. We're winning the World Series. Come on, Dan. It's our year again.
It is. Wow. I love that answer. That's awesome.
That's the only way to look at it, right? Nothing but win. Win, win, win.
Agreed.
All right, everybody, put your hands together. Come on.
I'm here with Tom right now with his amazing car right here. Tom, can you tell me about your car?
Yeah, that's it's an all-steel 1934 Plymouth. It's got a Chevy drivetrain in it, 350 Chevy motor with a 350 turbo transmission, 48-inch rear end. I've had it for about 14 years, and I've come to the show every year, and it's a wonderful day. It's a great day here.
So, if you come to the show quite often, what do you think of the show?
I think it's fantastic. The band's on every corner, and the fact that the Boy Scouts sell the water and it's $1, and the pizza and all that kind of stuff on the streets. When you go to some of the bigger shows like Syracuse and Rhinebeck and stuff like that, you go broke there, getting something to drink and something to eat. So this one's completely charity. I'm a donator of a little bit more, so and they recognize that and they appreciate that, and I think it's great that it's always for charity. So.
And Tom, do you have a sports team, a favorite sports team?
I'm a Giants fan, football-wise. I'm supposed to be a Met fan because my boys are also, but sometimes I find myself watching the Yankees a little bit more.
Tell me a little bit about your car.
This is a 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback. It's actually a rare model. It's one of only 801. It has the deluxe Shelby interior in it.
Tell me a little bit about the restoration process of this car.
The restoration, this was my first restoration that I did. I stripped the whole car down to bare metal, did all the body work, did all the paint, had some help with some of the motor stuff, but I did it in about 8 months to a year. So every night when I got home from work, I was doing something on the car, and this is it, now all done. So.
What do you like about the car show?
I think it's great. I think it allows the community, people who live here, and people to come and see the village, see Saugerty, see all the nice things we have to offer, and kind of do that old-time American fun family stuff, which is really, really nice. I was hoping it didn't rain though today, so if I have a suggestion, maybe next year, guys, for the car show, let's do like a night show, like 4 to like 9, so it's not so hot. Something new, you know what I mean? We'll see.
And I couldn't help but notice, but I saw your Yankees hat, so.
Yeah, I got the Yankee hat.
Yeah.
I'm a big Yankees fan. You know, when you're from New York, I was a Sawyer fan. I played Saugerty sports, and now I'm a Yankee fan.
Do you think they'll finish over or under 85 wins this year?
Oh, I think they're going to finish over. Yankees are one of those teams where you either love them or you hate them, but you should never count them out.
Now I hear this is a 1963 vehicle. Tell me what life was like 50 years ago.
Well, let's see. A gallon of gas was around $29.9 to $32.9, depending on the regular or the high tests, and a gallon of milk was probably 75 cents at that time. Things like that. Mickey Mantle was playing ball, and then the Yankees won a lot of World Series championships back then through the 60s.
Guys, can you guys tell me a little bit about your car?
Certainly, be glad to, Dan. It's a 63 Chevrolet Biscayne. It's kind of a rare car. There's mostly Impalas around. And it has a 350 engine in it with a 350 turbo transmission. Everything's been changed in the car. The car has a custom paint job, as you can see, with disc brakes in the front and 16-inch wheels.
The interior was done by Gillen in Middletown, New York.
Now, I see this car has a very interesting color. Is there a story behind this? It reminds me a lot of maybe a creamsicle or something.
We have a sign that says creamsicle on the back. You're right. I didn't paint the car. I bought it painted. So I don't know. I know it was painted in Myrtle Beach. That's all I know. It's a custom paint job.
I'm a big Giants fan.
New York Giants?
New York Giants.
What are your expectations on the year?
That they would win the Super Bowl.
I think that's everyone's
right,
expectations, but yeah.
Yep. We just want to do well, you know?
Well, thank you for the interview very much. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
You
good
too.
job, guys. Hey, keep up the good work, all right?
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Well, it's been a long, hot weekend here at the Sawyer Motors Car Show, and pardon the sudden change of clothes, but it's been a long, hot weekend, as I said. So, Kieran, if you could give me one word to describe this car show this weekend, what would it be?
Well, I think it would be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because there are no other words to describe the perfection of this show. And I think the best little car show in the Northeast just got a whole lot better this weekend. So, Dan, if you could sum the show up in 1 week, what would it be?
Well, my word would definitely be spectacular. One, because my vocabulary is not as big as yours. And two, because, well, I think spectacular is the best word for it. I mean, we got hot air balloon rides, we got vendors, we got all kinds of stuff, and I love it. Well, I guess that's it for us this weekend. I'm Dan Pisani.
And I'm Kieran DeFino.
And remember, no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Wow, we are high.
Good job, guys.
Thank you. Woo! Okay, this is high.
Yeah.
Great.